Parkour Reborn, a game which hasn't been updated in a long time. 6 months, which is when I posted my last part on the game's updates, and not a lot has happened in it until now, which a lot has been added, which we're going to showcase in the video today. If you've watched my videos before, you'd know I haven't posted for 4 months, and if you've seen the view count, you'd probably understand why. But we're back, and we're going to go straight in. This here is the Launch Rail 2, the fully upgraded version of the Mag Rail coming from Parkour Legacy. Starting from Mag Rail to Launch Rail 1 to then Launch Rail 2, we'll call it Mag Rail for the sake of the video. Mag Rail at face value seems bad when you start using it, but when you first get it from Harper, it becomes incredibly powerful once you learn it properly. Opposing to Grappler, which pulls you towards things, the Mag Rail does the exact opposite, with Mag Bounce pushing you away from walls and propelling you in directions. Once upgraded, you can use techs like Mag Launch and Mag Bounce combined to gain extreme speed across runs. Grappler allows you to have a lot more control in the air and a lot more potential to get hype with swinging, of course. Mag Rail allows you to lose and gain speed in bursts, but if used right, you can gain and maintain that speed and cross huge gaps. In the clip in the background, you can see me using Mag Launch and Mag Bounce, these two being the most simple Mag Rail techs being used across huge routes. In a second, a few clips are going to be shown of some harder Mag Rail techs which I can't quite do myself. Credits to my friend. Now, those aren't the only things that Mag Rail can do, but first, in order to get Mag Rail and use it, you'd have to get the parts for it. There are some scattered around the map and in the new area Highrise, which is going to be in that other part in the video. You'd have to go to the Ascension Time Trial over here in Fragment, and then you'd have to find Harper, which she can be in one or two places, I'm pretty sure, either there or down here. The second to last thing that Mag Rail can do is something called magnetizing. When you level up your Mag Rail to Launch Rail 1 and 2, you get magnetized range and power, which boosts it, of course. What this does is it propels you towards drones without having to bounce off a wall, which is really useful when you're falling and you can recover yourself like this. Now that we've gone halfway across the map all the way here to Apollo Tower, we can finally talk about the last thing Mag Rail can do, which isn't talked about a lot as it isn't that important, but in Parkour Legacy you could go up zip lines with it, but obviously they've added the cable glider which does the same thing now, so they've had to add a different sort of way to balance that out for Mag Rail, which is to be able to slide up ladders and pipes like this. You can actually do a sort of Pumpy as well with this, like that. And it's a lot faster than the traditional way of going up and down pipes like this. Highrise, while not a complete new area, it is an addition to Fragment and acts as the bridge between it and Sky Art, a named area which is to be added in the future. Highrise features one main tower, styled similar to Vertigo and Artemis, called Zephyr. It houses some of the new parts for Mag Rail as well as a lot of the jewellery on the way up. But its most distinct features are its layout, how large it is going up and down, similar to Artemis, and a specific area dedicated to running through vents, and a whole dark maintenance room styled area like Asylum, changing the dynamic of gameplay to be more like a maze. Highrise also has its own named tower in tribute to Legacy, though it acts more as a view to the Tower of Zephyr. The area as a whole has huge gaps, making it difficult traversing. Highrise was originally planned to be added in Beta 1.0, but ended up releasing earlier. Highrise is also the current tallest tower in the game, which you can access, of course falling short of the unreleased Vertex Tower. Highrise is also said to take up 20% of Fragment, being a huge sector of it. It also features one time trial in the Tower of Zephyr called Gale. Here's a clip of my friend getting platinum on it. In the 1.5 update, a lot of the areas in downtown and Derwick got reworked. This is the first of all. I'd call it the construction area, just under Apollo Tower, and hard to get down. But they've added a bunch of the crates from the Derwick construction area near Sawdust, and they brought it all here to downtown. A bunch of parts from Victoria as well, like these and the little boxes. They put it everywhere around here, and jump down the got metal bars here. Got this whole new sort of like construction building. They added around. They have this hanging crate, coming off the crate, and in here actually is where you get one of the parts for mag crate. It should be a This is what happened to Neon Bolt. They completely changed the whole area for it, all the way from the Apollo entrance, and they've added all these LED signs and stretching all the way from here, the Neon Bolt time trail, all the way down here now. I'm going to do a little speed up to go down the whole trail just so you can see how big it is. If you played this before the rework and you got alpha, you've probably seen this bit before because this is the Apollo entrance, and you've probably gone out here to leave from over there, that building, you climb up here. But they've changed this whole area, and none of this used to be here before. They've added all these accessories down there, these customizations and the little metal bars, and they've just changed this whole route all the way from up here down here to the time trail. It's insane, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and say there's two more areas that have been reworked, and this is actually the Derwick suburbs down there, right in the corner, which I didn't notice at first until I was looking for Sawdust, and I just looked at it now. This is where you would find the Ruby Venom picture up there or somewhere, and they've just changed this whole area, at least I think. They added these billboards, more lights, made it more like Derwick blue, made it look a lot like Gotham. Finally, as I was talking about earlier, I did mention Derwick construction over in downtown and how they added all of these crates around the map, but they've actually reworked this bit under where another one of the mag rail parts is over here right in this corner, and they've changed up this whole area, made it like more futuristic. You can see that lights up there, little maintenance room sort of thing, and just scattered around a bunch of blocks, a bunch of these little icy blocks. They've just customized the map mostly in this reworked area. Update 1.51 literally came out in the middle of me making this video, about a day before the release of it, and it's a pretty good addition to 1.5, making a few noticeable changes and patch fixes. Quick addition which I forgot to add earlier, in 1.5 they did add spectating, little feature that can't be forgotten, but now to 1.51, they added purchasable gears for tokens, which while you could buy parts before from vendors like Petrol, Dero, you can now buy gears as a whole, like normal gloves instead of climber glove, which you have now. For all the players right now who are playing without alpha access, the free period got extended all the way from Saturday now to next Friday, an extra 5 days than before, which is great if you enjoyed this game and didn't have the time to try it before, and if you don't have money to buy it. For the players who have advanced enough to get mag rail and explore fragment, Hopper's rank requirements have been lowered from 10 to 8, so lower ranked players can buy stuff from her. An extra addition which people are confused about is the addition of coloured chats for people with executive runner, VIP in the game, playtester, developer and moderators. Other than that, the biggest change is that they added a few more checkpoints around Derwick and reworked areas at the top of Artemis and Zephyr. They also added another XP router on top of Zephyr, giving an extra 50% XP multiplier. A few time trial difficulties were also changed as well. What the fuck is a Pumpy? You can actually do a sort of Pumpy as well with this. That. No, fuck!